Hey guys, I have to say that this video is one of the videos I totally was pushing away and did not want to create because I don't like to talk about this subject, but I realized that what happened was I was looking at this always from the Israeli point of view, from my personal disaster of what happened in Bet Chabad. But I know this is so much bigger. I know about the cafe, I know about the hotel, but I was never actually sitting and learning about what actually happens there because I hate the fact that this has happened. For me, Bharat is this peaceful place where I'm keep saying that nothing bad happened to Jewish people there, no anti-Semitism, nothing, and this is the thing that is um, changing everything. Not just about. I mean, this was not just a personal attack about Jewish people. It was a personal attack about the human race. It's just like if you're not one of us, you will be dead. So this is absolutely insane. I decided I have to educate myself about this crazy thing that happened. So I told you guys that if you can please send me things like with information about this. And I got this video a lot. So I decided I just sit and watch, and I don't know, I have to educate myself about what was really happening there. So if this video will be a little bit too much for you, skip it. Don't try to force yourself watching this video if it's too much for you. If it's trigger you or something, just like skip. I have a lot of funny, happy videos you can watch instead. But this is a terrible subject. So yeah, let's start the video. I'll put the intro so you need to think if you are actually ready to get your day ruined with this terror attack.
लश्कर तौयबा के 10 बंदूकधारी कराची से अल हुसैनी नाम के जहाज में सवार हुए। रास्ते में उन्होंने एक भारतीय ट्रॉलर कुबेर को अपने कब्जे में ले लिया और उसके कप्तान अमर सिंह सोलंकी और उनके दल को बंधक बना लिया। भारतीय नेवी से बचने के लिए उनकी ये चाल काम कर गई। मुंबई के तट के करीब पहुंचने पर उन्होंने कप्तान को भी ठिकाने लगा दिया। फिर वो नाव में बैठकर गेटवे ऑफ इंडिया की ओर बढ़ने लगे। शाम के 7 बजे वो किनारे पर पहुंचे और अलग अलग टुकड़ियों में बट गए। उन्होंने 5 अलग अलग जगहों पर मौत का तांडव मचाया।
This is
9:40 हमेशा की तरह लियोपोल्ड कैफे में बियर के गिलासों की खनक। इन मेहमानों को कोई अंदाजा नहीं है कि उन पर क्या कहर टूटने वाला है।
जब मुझे गोली लगी तो उस वक्त मुझे कुछ पता ही नहीं चला। वो पल मुझे आज भी ठीक से याद नहीं है। हाँ, इतना जरूर याद है कि मैं उस वक्त दरवाजे की तरफ जा रहा था। वहाँ नीचे 2 लोग पड़े हुए थे। पता नहीं वो जिंदा थे भी या नहीं। और भागते समय मैं वहाँ फर्श पर गिर गया था। शायद मैं किसी एक शख्स से टकरा गया था।
9:40 ताज पैलेस। ये होटल 105 साल से मुंबई की शान बना हुआ है, लेकिन अब यहाँ तबाही का ऐसा मंजर होगा जिसके बारे में सोचकर भी लोग सहम जाएंगे।
बहुत जोर के धमाके हुए थे। जिन्होंने उन आतंकवादियों को देखा था, उन्होंने बताया कि वो बहुत भारी बैग्स उठाए हुए थे और उनके हाथों में बंदूकें थीं और अंदाजा लगाया जा रहा था कि उनके पास कितना गोला बारूद होगा।
बंदूकधारी अब्दुल रहमान और फहदुल्ला गोलियों की बौछार करते हुए होटल के अंदर दाखिल हुए।
गोलियों की आवाजें गूंज रही थी और हमने वहाँ 2 गनमैन देखे। तो हमने सभी गेस्ट्स को बोला कि वो किचन के रास्ते से रेस्टोरेंट से बाहर आ जाएं। जब आतंकवादी कंधार रेस्टोरेंट में फायरिंग कर रहे थे तो मैंने और मेरे साथी ने उन्हें सीढ़ियों से ऊपर आते देखा। फिर उन्होंने टेबल पर वाइन छिड़कने के लिए कहा। उसके बाद उन्होंने मेरे साथी जॉर्डन फर्नांडिस को आग लगाने के लिए कहा। आग लगाते वक्त उसका हाथ जल गया था और तब एक आतंकवादी ने उस पर 2 गोलियां चला दी। उसका हाथ जल गया था, उस पर गोलियां चला दी। तब मुझे लगा कि शायद अगला नंबर
That's just like showing that they don't have an actual purpose. They just
दो
being
और टेबल्स
cruel,
में आग लगाई
in the
और
purpose
मुझे
of
अपने
being
साथ ले गए।
cruel.
उन्होंने बोला कि बताओ वीआईपी कहाँ रुकते हैं। वो बार बार वीआईपीज के बारे में पूछ रहे थे। तभी उनकी नज़र लॉबी में कुछ लोगों पर पड़ी। उन्होंने तुरंत लॉबी में ग्रेनेड्स फेंक दिए। मैं मौका देखकर लिफ्ट में घुस गया और नीचे जाने का बटन दबा दिया। इतने समय में मुझे नीचे जाने का मौका मिल गया था। मुझे पता था जब तक वो घूमेंगे और मुझ पर गोली चलाएंगे मैं वहां से निकल जाऊंगा।
बैंगलोर के एक बैंकर 69 वर्षीय राममूर्ति वहां से भागने की तैयारी कर रहे थे।
कमरे के बाहर से गोली की आवाज आई। दरवाजे पर गोली चलाई गई थी और फिर धम से दरवाजा खुला।
इससे पहले कि वो वहां से निकल पाते, बंदूकधारियों ने उन्हें बंधक बना लिया।
उनमें से एक आतंकवादी ने मेरी कलपट्टी पर बंदूक लगाई और बोला चुप रहो। मैं बहुत नर्वस था। मैं अंदर से बिल्कुल टूट चुका था और फिर मैंने रोते हुए कहा कि मुझे मत मारो, मेहरबानी करके मेरी जान बख्श दो।
आतंकवादियों ने अपने हैंडलर्स यानी आकाओं को ताजा जानकारी दी।
शराब लेके गद्दे जेड़े कमरे तो खोल लेने उन्हां चों गद्दे कढ़ के कालीन इकट्ठा करके अग ला दो। बकायदा 2-3 मंजिला ते अग ला दो जेड़ी ला सकदे हो। ठीक है, फोन जद भी करिए तो अटेंड कर लेना लाजमी। ठीक है।
विश्वास नागरे पाटिल ने सीसीटीवी कंट्रोल रूम से देखा कि आतंकवादी कमरों के गद्दे एक जगह पर जमा कर रहे हैं। बड़ी गड़बड़ी होने का अंदेशा होने पर उन्होंने अपने सीनियर ऑफिसर गफूर से वहां जाने की इजाजत मांगी, लेकिन गफूर ने पाटिल को वहीं इंतजार करने के लिए कहा क्योंकि मार्कोस पहुंचने वाले थे।
अगर उस समय हमला होता तो मेरी जान भी जा सकती थी, क्योंकि उस समय चारों आतंकवादी मेरे साथ कमरे में थे। वो कमरे को उड़ा सकते थे। तभी आतंकवादियों को उनके टॉप कमांड ने कॉल करके कहा कि पुलिस कोई एक्शन नहीं ले रही है, इसलिए कमांडोज के आने तक तुम कुछ मत करो।
चौपाटी, सीएसटी और एंटी टेररिस्ट स्क्वाड की गाड़ी पर जिन आतंकवादियों ने गोलियां बरसाई थी, उनमें से एक को पुलिस ने पकड़ लिया। इस ऑपरेशन के दौरान पुलिस कांस्टेबल तुकाराम ओमले शहीद हो गए। इस आतंकवादी ने अपना नाम अजमल कसाब बताया। वो लश्कर तौयबा से था।
किधर के लोग थे?
वो नहीं पता। एक का पता है बस लाहौर का, उसने बताया था, दोस्त बन गया तो
हाँ।
बताता था लाहौर का, और बाकी नहीं पता।
आज का काम करने के बाद में क्या किधर जाने वाले थे तुम लोग?
मरने वाले थे हम लोग।
कैसे?
वो बोलता था कि जन्नत में जाओ।
वो अपना दिमाग बिल्कुल इस्तेमाल नहीं कर रहे थे। उनका इतना ज्यादा ब्रेन वॉश हो चुका था कि वो अपने आकाओं के हाथों की कठपुतली बनकर रह गए थे।
आखिरकार ऑपरेशन खत्म हुआ। 10 आतंकवादी, 200 ऑफिसर्स, 166 मौतें। करीब 61 घंटे तक चले इस ऑपरेशन में 600 लोगों को बचाया गया। लेकिन वो दिन 26/11 और ऑपरेशन ब्लैक टॉर्नेडो लोगों को हमेशा हमेशा याद रहेगा।
अंदर ही अंदर मैं मान चुका था कि अब मेरा बचना मुश्किल है, पर दिल के किसी न किसी कोने में उम्मीद की किरण बाकी थी। पुलिस ने ताज को चारों ओर से घेर लिया था। दुनिया जानती है कि ताज एक जाना माना होटल है और वो मुझे यहाँ मरने नहीं देंगे।
I have to say I am a little bit they didn't mention. I know beit habad was a small place inside all of this crazy terror attack, but I don't know, I felt like they're saying what happened in several places and they did not mention this. Maybe because that was a small one, but it's still, maybe just because this is something that is more close to me, I wanted them to mention it. But the whole point of this video was to educate me about what really happened there. This is crazy to see how much similarity I could find between what I saw here and terror attacks that already happened in Israel. It's crazy that this place has such an easy access to it. It's a major city and it just like it's blowing my mind to see how easy it was for them to do this it's crazy to see how much those people were brainwashed, those terrorists were brainwashed, and they didn't even think about what will happen if our terror attack will succeed. They talked to them about going to heaven, so basically they know this will not end well for either of them, but they still did it for absolutely no reason other than just to scare people. I don't know why they did it and in the name of what they decided they're doing this, but this is just things that the survivors are telling. It's just showing that they're not there to, I don't know, at least in Israel, at least our terror attacks has a purpose. At least we know what the terrorists want. I mean, what the end game here. Why to abuse someone? Why to burn someone's hand? Why? This is just like, this is not, I don't know, I don't think I could call it a terror attack. This is just being cruel. Just to come, be cruel in a different place and then, I don't know, to die for your right to be an evil person. This is insane. And this is so weird for me that this is such a big thing that, I don't know, I think that we keep hearing about 9/11, which was a terrible terror attack. But this was such a huge thing and so many people are impacted by this. Even people who weren't there. I mean, I remember that we saw this in our TV and we were just like, there was this weird thing. There was this weird silence, just like a silence of shock from all the people who traveled to India, all the people who was in Beit Habad, all the people who know India, people, like everyone were just like in shock and totally scared that this thing happened to our place, to the place that we call like our oasis. Like this is our this is where the Israeli people are going to explore a different culture and to learn and to educate ourselves about your history and about your culture and about all the amazing thing your country has to offer, and to see this thing that we are so familiar with happens there. It was just so, I don't know, I didn't believe this was actually a thing when I saw it. I thought this was just like a weird movie, a weird, I don't know, some prank or something. I didn't believe it was real. I keep saying that India is the only place in the world that Jewish people were able to live as Jewish without have any, problem with the government, with the neighbors, and to see this is just like, now every time I'm saying this, I keep thinking like, well, except that part, which of course they weren't people, like they weren't actually from India, they weren't actually from Bharat. I don't even care where they come from, they are not the people of Bharat. But to know this is happened in this land, in the land that we also consider a holy land in a different way, a land of spirituality, a land of, I don't know, the land that we are traveling to get a small vacation from our holy land, because we still need this a little bit of holiness and a little bit of respect to the culture and the history, which again you have like amazingly. You keep like you keep your traditions alive, you keep your history alive, which is something absolutely amazing, which another thing that is similar between Israel and India. So to see this thing and to know this was so much more than our personal attack on the Beit Chabad, it's just like, I don't, it's crazy. It's crazy for me to see something like this happening in India. And we have to talk about the brainwash, because this is such an important part that is keep happening over and over in terror attacks. The people who are actually doing the terror attacks are not the radical people that are keep saying that something bad should happen. Those people, the rich people, are sitting in wherever they are, sending children and sending, I don't know, sending just random people to their death and to cause something terrible. They are just sitting telling people we should fight in the name of this, in the name of that, we should hurt people. Like, do you understand this? Like, don't fight over a land, don't fight over something, just like kill people in the name of. Tell them that if you are not joining us, you will be dead. This is one thing that Judaism and Buddhism and Hinduism has in common, that we do not do this. If someone wants to convert their religion, like, first of all, we're not into convert people. We don't want the entire world to be like Jewish people. Not our thing. Also, from what I'm talking to people who are Buddhist, who are practicing Hinduism, they also not like, our point is not our like those three religion. I'm pretty sure there are more, but our goal is not to create a world full of only people who believe this and only people who are following this, because this is not the way we live our life, and this is not our goal. A lot of people who are making terror attacks are people that are in a really bad place in their life right now. I know that in Israel, a lot of the women who are making terror attacks, the Muslims women, a women that are suffering from depressions and anxiety, and instead of actually helping them and bringing them to a doctor, they just like telling them, well, you know what will be better if you're gonna, kill yourself in the name of Allah and take some Israelis with you. So people who are brainwashed to do those things are people who are at the lowest time of their life. So if you see someone who is having a really bad time, try to lift him up, trying to help him, like try to make him not become a terrorist, basically, because most of those people don't really care about what they're fighting for. They just want to be part of something. And I think that if we are going to be more focusing on helping people, things like this will be harder to create. I'm sorry for blabbing, but I think this is important. This is really important for me to learn about what happened there, what really happened there, because like I said, we are talking about this, but we are more focused on our private disaster that happened there. We lost our brothers and sisters, and this is one of the craziest things, and this is one of the most terrifying things. But I know that this is so much more than my personal disaster, and I know I should educate myself, even though this is terrible. Some person told me that everyone knows someone who was there, or everyone knows someone who knows someone who's there. I really hope like this will be the last time we're gonna hear about something like this. And I really hope all the survivors and all the families who lost people, the families of the people who survived, who were still suffering from this, will get the help they need. Sorry this video was a little bit long. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to write in the comments if you personally, how this affects you, how this terrible terror attack affected you, because in a way it affected all of us. Yeah, I'll see you next video. Bye guys.